I remember the very first day that I drove through town in 1998, I felt God speak to my heart and say to me, Matt, I want to have you plant a church in this community someday. The heart and vision for CedarBend Church has really been 20 years in the making. We decided that if we were really going to plant a church, that we better think long and hard about maybe joining a church planting team. So we decided in the summer of 2005 to move to Seattle, Washington and join a church planting team. And that really became just a crucible season in our lives. While we were church planting in Seattle, we were investing in real estate at the time, and the whole market unraveled. And we kind of got caught up in that. And that left us with this giant debt load. Honestly, it was this extremely low point in our lives. And I think that those deep and dark waters that we went through really birthed inside of us a passion to come alongside of people when they're walking through the difficult challenges that life just throws at you, and want to provide hope and a safe, healing place. And I think that's really where the heart and passion for launching a church that would come alongside of folks and all the challenges and bends in the road that brings to provide something that's life-giving to people. There's a word picture in Jeremiah 17. If we're like trees, and if we send our roots deep down next to God's living water, we're able to withstand any bend that we face in life. We live in this beautiful all-American community, and yet there's also a dark side to the community. Sadly, even though we're a rural community, we're right stacked up next to the urban centers of Madison and Milwaukee for our crime rates.
A lot of divorce, a lot of drug abuse, a lot of alcohol abuse, and we're finding that 80% of the St. Croix Valley is unchurched.
As we think through the vision that God has given us for our community, why we want to plant CedarBend is that we really believe that the presence of God changes lives. We felt God's presence walk with us that entire season of life. And there's folks that are really struggling or have been in dark places, and we feel specifically called to be a place that helps bandage the broken, to be really a solution for some of those challenges in our community, where people can find a home that maybe have never felt at home inside of a church before.
To see people find purpose, passion for who God is. It's definitely a small town, news travels fast, and people are excited. They want something life-giving in this community. We've already had people like, how can I help? How can I help? What do you need me to do? And it's been exciting.
I felt God say to me this phrase, not yet, for a number of years. And we felt like God has kind of kept us from planting this church until right now. And what's really interesting is in our community, a new bridge was just built. It was like we took our community and dropped it 10 minutes closer to the Twin Cities metro area, bringing new families and new individuals in our community that probably would have never come. And if we can help provide that hope to others in this community that we love and believe God has called us and sent us to, believe we can really be a place of healing to help them become who God has created them to be.